Okay, so this is my parts shadow. And today we're gonna try and fire her up. She's got a lot of little problems. There was a wiring mishap that melted the distribution block. But and this wiring right here doesn't look so good either, but today I just want to make sure, like, you know, the engine works and the computers and stuff. So give her a quick blast of fuel. Alright, hopefully the batteries have enough charge to get this thing started. So let's see what happens. It's been charging all night on 2 batteries. Alright, it was trying. I don't even know if it's getting fuel. It's firing. I could try turning the choke off. Try and make sure those are disengaged. And we'll have to check the fuel bowls and pull 2 plugs and check for spark. But like I said, I just wanted to come out here, turn the key, hit the button, and see what happened. It looks like a lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. No, she's not doing her. Alright, well, I'll do some checking and get back to you. Alright, so I think this is the point where she's gonna start. The only thing I've really had to do was drain the carbs, so I loosened the screws and just drained all the garbage fuel out of them. Then I tried starting the bike, and the starter locked up because one of the wires on the armature actually came loose and got jammed between the armature and the case of the starter. So the armature is fucked. It's garbage. So I figured, since I don't have access to my... that hose is gonna have to be replaced or cut. So since I don't have access to my spare starter right now, I literally just grabbed the wires on the armature, snapped them off, and put the starter back together. And it literally turns over like the starter is perfectly fine. Even though there's like a whole burnt section in the starter. But listen to this. Like, I think it'll start, so we'll find out, guys. I think she's gonna start. If she starts, I'll let her run for a couple seconds, but oh my goodness, I don't want to go too long because there's no cooling system hooked up right now. As you can see, the cooling lines are missing. So once it starts, I'll let it run for a couple seconds, and then I'll shut her down, put the cooling system back together, and actually warm it up. Oh baby, you were so close. Alright guys, so I got her running. Let's see if she'll start back up for me, and if I can take her for a little rip up and down the road, see if the tranny's good and everything. I think she definitely needs a carb tune, but as you can see, it is idling. So yeah, let's see. Took the front brake caliper off just because it's fucking not doing anything. Do we at least have rear brakes? Holy fuck, they go down a long way. Maybe I'll tighten those up real quick. Tighten that up a few turns. Oh, that's better. There we go. Gotta at least have some brakes. Got the rad cap on. There. Now let's see if she drives. Mom's got the smasher running. Well, the clutch engage is in a weird spot too. It definitely needs a carb tune. It seems to ride all right. Transmission, oh, the tires are super bumpy though. Oh god, I'm got to adjust that clutch too. Oh, little bunny rabbit. Good so far. Oh. Look, it idles pretty good. Yeah, I think she just needs a carb tune and she'll be alright. Right now she's running on the choke. The bars on this one feel higher than mine. Oh, this one's got like almost like dirt bike bars on it, as where mine actually has the ape hanger style. Seems to run fine. I don't hear any weird transmission noises or anything. Shifter's nice and stiff, way nicer than mine. My shifter's like super loose, floppy. I gotta keep the revs low or else it'll choke. Yeah, see? it'll just choke out. So, like I said, I just want to see if everything works okay. Okay, they're not behind me anymore. Okay, good. Brake test. Oh, good. Gotta really press them to get brakes out of it. There you go, guys. That's my $500 parts bike. And all I had to do was take the starter apart, rip out the wires that burnt, and fucking put it back together, and the starter works now with like a whole coil set missing. That's fucking great. So much nicer having this big property. I can actually ride around on the property now. Definitely acceptable for a parts bike, I would say, because just the fact that it runs, that's a weird tick she's got though. Is the spark plug loose? It's got a weird tick. Oh, that might be the, yeah, that might be the speedo cable there, or the rev cable flapping around. Because I got it just, yeah, the rev cable's just gonna spinning away there. Because the RPM gauge squeals like a mofo, so I'm gonna have to take it apart and lube it up or something. But other than the fact that it's not tuned right, because I can tell from the bog. Actually, she's not doing bad now. We up the temperature? Yeah, it does need tuning though, I can tell. But that's cool. That means the friggin' rectifier is good. That means both the friggin' both the cylinder computers are good. So yeah, looks like I got a runner. So I'm guessing the starter got stuck one day, caused a wire fire, and friggin' burned out the starter. But fuck, she don't run half bad. Not bad for $500 part bike, I would say. Fuck, a little bit of work and she could go on the road as she is. She needs a shock seal and some other stuff, but fucking things almost, even the running lights work. Holy shit. My running lights don't work. But all the signals and shit. Yep, signals work, both sides. Yep. I took the headlight fuse out, that works too. That's fucking great. There you go, guys. There's my $500 parts bike. Motor sounds pretty good. No coolant leaks. I had to take off all the coolant lines to get the freaking starter out. Nope, no coolant leaks either. Nice. Fucking minty. Just minty. So I'm not sure what my plan for this bike is yet. I'm debating on taking parts off of this bike to put on the nice bike. For example, the radiator on this bike is in way better condition than the one that's on my clean bike. So I was thinking about putting that rad on the good bike, put the junk rad on the junk bike, and just stuff like that. Like this cover right here. Ooh, that pipe's warm. This cover right here is missing on my bike. I don't think I want it though. I like being able to see the coolant level. There's a couple things on my bike that are worse for wear. The cover that goes over here on my bike's cracked. So I'm thinking about taking all the good parts off this bike. Like I said, the radiator, all the stuff that's better than on my bike. Possibly this rear plate holder too, because mine's starting to rust. So I'd clean this one up, paint it again, put it on the good bike. And this bike would get all of the semi beat up parts. So, you know, if this bar has a lot of scratches in it on my bike, then I'd put that on here and put this one on the other bike, stuff like that. So this bike would still be a runner, but it would get all the, you know, dented / scratched parts, and all the good parts would go on the other bike. So I think that's the plan, because there is a couple parts on this bike that are better condition than the one I've been riding. Not a lot, but there is a couple pieces here and there. And then I'm just going to tear it down and hopefully get her running. I want to turn it into a V-twin off-roader. So I figured out I can jack the shocks up about 2 to 3 inches at the back, which will steepen the rake angle of the front, making it a little bit more off-road friendly. You get more ride height, skid plate. Yeah, put a skid plate on it. Do the radiator fan like I did with the other bike. You can see the starter's all clean because I had it out. Oh, also the seat is probably going to go on the other bike because it's the best seat that I have. So I'm probably going to migrate the seat to the good bike and put the seat that's on that bike right now on this one because it's ripped and there's like foam showing. So I'd rather have that seat on the good bike. And yeah, just stuff like that. Swap some parts around and basically, yeah, just put all the junk parts on this one. You know, even if I need to, I can take some of the good parts off the good bike just to get this one safetied. You know, put proper signals on it and stuff just to get it safetied. And then once it passes the safety, I can put all the junk parts back on it like this, because that won't pass a safety. But I mean, it's not going to break, it just won't pass a safety.